I use a Redding Competition Pro micro-adjustable seating die for my straight wall metallic cartridges, and it does a wonderful job on all my bullets except for semi-wad cutter. In this video, I want to show you how I modified my seating stem so it works with all of my lead semi-wad cutters. No, my modification is not the hot glue epoxy method. In my opinion, the hot glue epoxy technique is not the best solution for lead semi-wad cutter bullets. I'll explain why as we go through this video. Before we proceed, let's review the anatomy of a lead semi-wad cutter compared to a jacketed hollow point. If a bullet has a flat top, such as these two, the flat top is called the me-plat. The aerodynamic curved part of the bullet that transitions to the bearing surface is called the ogive. For a lead semi-wad cutter, I'm just going to call it the nose. The shoulder of a lead semi-wad cutter is the actual wad cutter part of the bullet. The bearing surface is the part of the bullet that engages the lands and grooves. Part of the bearing surface of the lead semi-wad cutter is the lube groove. On some bullets, there is a bevel between the bearing surface and the base, which is the very bottom of the bullet. When seating a jacketed hollow point, we want the seating stem to contact the ogive of the bullet, as shown on the right. But the nose profile of a semi-wad cutter for the same caliber can vary by bullet weight and can vary by manufacturer. This can mean that in some cases, the seating stem contacts the shoulder, as shown on the left, but in other cases, it contacts the nose. Let's take a close look at this. These are 6 bullets from manufacturers A, B, and C. Each pair is either a 180, 185 grain and a 200 grain bullet. If you look closely, you can tell that the nose of the bullet differs between the 180, 185 grain and the 200 grain. And the nose of the bullet of the same weight can differ by manufacturer. Let's take a look at how well my current seating stem fits these bullets. Where you see the seating stem not making contact with the shoulder, such as brands B and C bullets, it is making contact with the nose. And where it contacts the nose can vary by bullet weight and manufacturer. Therefore, if you use the hot glue epoxy solution, then your seating stem may only work for a specific bullet weight from a specific manufacturer. The job of the bullet seating die is not just to push the bullet into the case. It is also to align the center axis of the bullet to the center axis of the case. This is known as concentricity. You do not want the bullet sitting at an angle within the case. This misalignment is known as runout. It is my opinion the most accurate and consistent way to seat a semi-wad cutter is for the seating stem to contact the bullet at the shoulder only and seat the bullet by pushing down on the shoulder. To ensure my seating stem contacts the shoulder for all of my semi-wad cutters, I modified my seating stem. The modification I'm going to show you was done to the seating stem of a Redding Competition Pro seating die for a straight wall metallic cartridge. This modification may or may not work on your seating stem. I first called Redding and asked them if they made a seating stem specific to semi-wad cutter for the Competition Pro die. They did not. Since the modification I'm going to show you is a permanent one, I ordered a second seating stem from Redding. This second stem would become my dedicated semi-wad cutter seating stem. To make the seating stem work for semi-wad cutters, I needed to remove enough material from inside the cavity of the stem so that the cavity would not make contact with the nose of the semi-wad cutter. To do this, I purchased a grinding stone for my Dremel tool. I used 2 pieces of rubberized material to hold the seating stem in a vise. I then used the grinding stone in my Dremel to enlarge the cavity. I used a circular motion while grinding. I would grind a little and then check using each of the bullets. I would repeat this process until all bullet profiles easily fit into the stem. Do not be too concerned if the grinding is not 100% concentric. As long as the stem no longer contacts the nose, we are fine. There are two very important things to remember. First, do not allow the grinding stone to make contact with the open edge of the stem. It is this edge that will contact the shoulder of the semi-wad cutter, and it needs to remain intact. Second, the grinding will create sparks. Do not grind anywhere near powder, primers, loaded ammunition, or anything flammable such as sawdust or gasoline and so on. I took my bullets, vise, stem, and the Dremel outside and did the grinding in my yard. Let's look at the results. The original stem fit brand A bullets just fine, so it'll still work with brand A bullets. So look carefully at the fit with brands B and C. The modification shown in this video is a permanent one. Therefore, you will want to purchase another seating stem for this modification. Once you make this modification, do not use the modified stem for anything other than semi-wad cutters. Seating stems from manufacturers are made to tight tolerances so the stem contacts the ogive of non-semi-wad cutter bullets. This modification removes that tolerance and leaves only the edge of the cavity intact, which is exactly what you want. But using the modified stem on a bullet other than a semi-wad cutter could result in severe runout and erratic overall length. This modification allows me to use a single seating stem for a wide range of lead semi-wad cutter bullets, regardless of bullet weight or manufacturer. I hope this video was useful to you, and thank you for watching.